All right, so boom. You already know what time it is. Ludwig can't escape the drama. You already know. We got another WestJet video, another WestJet banger.
Massive day for the unemployed. Ludwig is getting toasted, and this time it's by the Hassan Orbit. What did he do? Creator Trash 3, the boxing event got canceled, and he didn't want to blame Ethan Klein. What?
Ethan Klein did it? Okay. I'm not trying to be controversial here. But I do think iDubbbz posting the content cop was one of the dumbest moves ever. Straight up.
So he called a spade and was spitting facts? What's the deal?
It was not considerate.
So he's in, hold on. So he's in drama for giving his opinion on a YouTube video? It can't get crazier than that, right? Like, I understand the pushback on the thing with him and Mango and the drunk shit. That made sense for people to be more annoyed by that. But he said he didn't think that that video was really good. That, like, okay, that's like not a reason for people to have him in drama.
Of how many other people would be dragged into the situation who don't give a fuck and just want to fight.
Average MAGA male Ludwig. Don't be defending Zionists. Ethan fault. Dude is a weirdo. Blame Ethan. Imagine being that parasocial and not even getting paid for it. These people are freaks. They probably think going to the gym is toxic masculinity.
No one went to bat but Hassan for him. But like also, Hassan's audience isn't watching fucking boxing events.
Yeah, the only thing they watch is like Che Guevara edits.
I don't know. At some point,
Hold
you have
on,
to realize
pause the fucking
you're
video,
operating
dude.
a business.
Like, that's fair, right? That's what Ludwig is saying here is pretty fair. We know he doesn't like to be controversial, but what he's saying is pretty fair. That person's audience doesn't even watch this kind of content. So like, it's not even in the same playing field. It's not on the same scape. It's two different things. So they don't have to coincide together, right? That's fine. Maybe they shouldn't be posting if they don't want commentary. Bro, that's just, yeah, fair. Can't say anything about that. That's fair.
I mean, you have to make the call. Like, what's more important is the business or you know, making the videos you want to make, which is like your own call to make. But
he's more upset about the event being canceled than what
Ludwig on Creator House is more upset about the event being canceled than what Ian was talking about in his content cop calling it dumb. Yeah. Why wouldn't he be upset about his own fucking event being canceled because of a video made by somebody? Like, the thing is, everyone tries to do the moral shit, but he even just said it. It's either a business or you make the content you want. What he's doing is a business. He just so happens to have his business coincide with things he wants to do. Other people are forced to only do one type of thing because, you know, of those same reasons. So like, if you wanted to make your shit like this, that's not a problem. But I kind of agree with Ludwig on this one.
Ian was talking about in his content.
I didn't even watch Content Cop though. I didn't even watch Content Cop.
Hassan's friend, Cutie's boyfriend too. Frogan was right about his crass takes, lol. Humpty Luddy sat on a wall. Humpty Luddy had a big fall. Ludwig's fence sitting got everybody hating him, and you know, I sort of feel bad for him. He's like a Logic, you know, he can't fit in. Even Yoko Ono, iDubbbz' wife, chimed in. Okay, I'm just going to come out and clear something up. Ian won't be happy I'm doing this, but I think we need more transparency. Ticket sales were abysmal before the content cop. Promotion wasn't going how we had hoped. Charity wasn't getting the numbers we wanted. If you guys don't know the context of this, basically these two hooligans had a charity event called Creator Clash, and you know, they had a Creator Clash 2, which was a monumental fail, and they ended up losing like $200,000 for charity. So anyway, like the textbook definition of insanity, they decided to do a third one. They even had Ludwig help with the sponsors. We were promised a lot of things. A lot of things didn't happen. I take responsibility for trying to do it again. We shouldn't have, but I think we made the best out of the situation. The charity got $225K, and a lot of that was due to the buzz around Hassan supporting the charity. You know, love or hate Hassan, he has raised $4.74 million for charity. He's my third favorite philanthropist behind Mr. Beast and J.Ep the GOAT. Charity got money, the fighters got paid, things didn't work out, the content cop wasn't some sudden turning point, the interest in Creator Clash 3 was low. You know what, I agree, it was a terrible idea in the first place, but the content cop was definitely the nail in the coffin. To clarify, I'm saying Ian won't be happy to make it clear that this decision of making this public is my own and not his. I'm taking responsibility for this statement. Sorry for
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing though, right? Does any of it like this shit is just like so dumb. It feels like they're just fighting over all kinds of different things just to fight. Internet beef just be internet beefing just the internet beef, but we're here to watch. We're here to be entertained by it. We're here to learn new points of view. Yeah, probably not that one.
Ian won't be happy, but I'ma do it anyway. Anyway, let's get back to Ludwig for a second. Thank you, Ludwig. I appreciate your willingness to say it like it is, even if you catch shit for it. You've already defended me more than Ian and Anisha. Anisha sounds very Punjabi, the hell? Every now and then, Ludwig tries to drift into the middle ground only to crash into a rotten take. This particular one is so bad and poorly worded, it has Ethan Klein believing he is defending him. Ah, shocker. Pokemon subscriber Valkyrie. Even Hassan's Twitter army. Ludwig, when there's an opportunity to take a stance on anything that doesn't affect him directly, I'm out. Dude, this guy can't catch a break. I'm serious. Like, when I think he's cooking, he's still getting roasted. Like, he cannot.
My thing is, right, with this one, right? Again, the other thing involved somebody who he was friends with. I think that's why I feel like he should have did something a little bit differently. But this doesn't have anything to do with somebody who's directly his friend, right? And he said he didn't like the video. It was dumb. And he was saying that from a business perspective. Maybe everybody else is not operating at the same business level as he is in his mind for them. But it's like, holy shit, I don't think he should be getting cooked over this. If he thought a video was dumb and it fucked up his bag, yeah, he can say that, right? Like, that's honestly him just being real. The other video where they talked about the Smash Bros tournament drama or the barrier cart drama, it felt like he didn't want to be involved at all, even though it was his friend, his event. He was egging his friend on the drink. That's why I think he should have personally said something differently, which he did at some point, which was a W, which was good. But like with this, they're just talking about him just to talk about him. Like there's no real drama he should be in at this point.
Win. Like, all he said was Items' content cop's timing was a bit bad with his event, and that is objectively true. Ludwig is such a loser. Did he forget that Ethan was laughing at his girlfriend having AI porn made of her? Or no, but he did forget his friend gooning to the same thing.
It was a misinput.
You gotta give it to H3H3 though. He's scheming up some devious plan.
And like they keep yeah, no way. Yeah.
Because honestly, in no way did Ludwig really defend him. All he said was it was Items' fault. That doesn't necessarily mean he's defending H3, right? Ludwig slowly sounding like a right winger isn't shocking when he always played the centrist card. F him for the Keo he's been saying and doing lately. They could never make me like you, Ludwig Ogren. Ludwig, it's not looking good for you, I fear. Ludwig failed their moral purity test, and now he's basically a right winger. Right wing, left wing doesn't matter. They're on the same bird. Only autistic radicals online focus on the stuff that separates us and cause a divide. Realistically, all we want are safe neighborhoods, no junkies fentanotting in our parking lots, and that's about it,
Mainly because I know a lot of the people that were fighting in the event.
Essentially, the core of what Ludwig said was, maybe it's not a wise idea to upload a controversial-ass video before an event. Content Cop didn't make things worse. Well, it certainly didn't make it better. Me choosing to try it again was the mistake. We had a lot of people in our ear promising things that weren't delivered. A good event was promised to them.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
The guy under her is cooking. He's like, why the hell did you have to tie an event to a holy war? And Ludwig's the bad guy for pointing out it was a bad idea. I don't get it. Chat defending iDubbbz and harassing Ethan is wild. Even iDubbbz's wife didn't blame Ethan for the event, and she does not like the guy. Ludwig has a reasonable take on Creator Clash 3, and y'all call him a fence sitter? I don't understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. In this right here, he's not the one that's wrong. Like, he's not the one that's wrong. Like, his take was solid. You didn't have to tie that event and that video together in any form. You didn't have to make it something more than it was, but they chose to, right? On purpose, they chose to do that. Like, Ludwig's not wrong in this instance. I don't understand why they're even acting like he is.
Of you. No matter what Ludwig does, he can't win. Ludwig just needs to do a full community cleanse and just get away from the politics Hassan orbit, and I think he'll be fine. He's genuinely a creative dude and makes some pretty good content.
He makes good videos, dude.
Ludwig giving bad takes more often than not recently. All right. Ah, I see. You don't gotta be a genius to notice what kind of people are upset at this. A bad take to these people is something that doesn't align with them 100%. And honestly, I want to do a little de-radicalizing here. Don't think that all gay and trans people are like this. Most of them in the real world are minding their own business, not looking for parasocial fights on Twitter.
Which, if I'm being totally candid, is like long time coming. I think it's probably long time coming. This has been dead for a while and like on life support. You know, this has been in a vegetative state. So it is, I think, ultimately the right call that they canceled it. Because if they had gone through with it, I think it would have done so bad. Ethan Klein did it. Okay.
He hit the okay a little too fast. Time for Hassan to write the disappointed DM to him. It will be less than 3 days before
I want you to
Hassan
think
and his
about that, though. Not being able to express your own opinion before people start tweaking out on you. Not being able to express your own opinion before people start tweaking out on you, dude.
It's pressure him to walk it back. You can cosplay Shanks all you want, but we all know Shanks wasn't on Luffy's crew. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Ludwig, because, you know, I genuinely don't think he said nothing wrong. Since COVID, Twitch has been a weird place. I feel like a lot of mentally ill people found streamers and started idolizing them, because some of the stuff I'm reading is honestly hurting my brain. Never idolize me. I'm just a dude who's making these videos rather than working at an Indian restaurant. Tim Hortons. Even the virgins on Reddit chimed in. What Lud said was reasonable, commenting on how Ian's actions affected a ton of people. It sucks how the drama slop will run with this and make it much bigger than it is. Damn straight. Lud does not like Ethan as he's been a piece of Kyo to Cutie. Ethan thanking him means very little. Don't read much into this. Lud should and most likely will not talk about this any further. Only terminally online people give a fark about this Ethan Klein. Most boring instigating of all time. Destiny check. Destiny check confirmed. Let's go. We reached the mid-roll ads.
Yo, he's funny as fuck for ending that video at 8 minutes and exactly 1 second. That was a W move.